Love is not an instrument of convenience, it is a process of self-annihilation. Are you ready in some way to fall apart? You know, falling in love, it means something of you should fall. So, we need to understand this. If something larger than yourself need to happen to you, what you have made yourself to be, that is your creation, should fall apart. Only then something of the Creator's creation will touch you. To be in love means just that it is not about your thought and emotion. A dimension beyond you has become a part of you. If it matures, it becomes devotion. If it further matures, it leads to dissolution. So, may you be blessed with this possibility that something beyond you happens to you. Life is a fabulous phenomenon for one who knows how to ride it, one who knows how to ride a wave. You can see how fantastic and fabulous it is. One who does not learn how to ride it will get crushed by it, threatened by it. A really good wave rider, his dream would be a tsunami. What everybody thinks is great danger, he would like to ride that. So it is just a question of skill and competence. This is what spiritual sadhana is about. Spirituality is not a disability, it's a tremendous empowerment. If you do the right amount of work with yourself, you can ride any wave of life, in whichever form it comes. It is my wish and my blessing, every one of you should become wave riders. Whatever life throws at you, you should be able to ride it and know the joy of living, because this is a limited amount of time. Anger is not action, it's just a reaction. In a state of reaction, you naturally are in a state of enslavement. We need to understand this. When something other than the deepest core of yourself determines what you do and how you are, that's enslavement. Well, anger is a sure way of being enslaved, but a whole lot of people think anger is a kind of empowerment. Yes, if you have donkeys around you, you might have produced some results with anger, but you tried every day. After some time, nobody will be around you. Who you are is entirely your making, so at least the way you are should be to your liking. If you're not even to your liking, why should the rest of the world suffer you? This one thing you must do, this is a fundamental responsibility, and this is something that you deserve, that you must be to your liking. That means, at least when you're alone, you are well. When we deal with the world, there are many challenges. But at least when you're alone, you must be a wonderful happening. This is something you must do. This is what spiritual process means, that you made yourself to your own liking. Well, some people will like you, some people will not like you. But if you're not to your liking, then what is the point? This is what karma means, that your life is your making. Make it happen, that your life is pleasant in experience to yourself. Once that happens, you will see, in some way you will be to everybody's liking. There'll always be some people who dislike everything. It's all right, it's their freedom to do that. But the most important thing is that you are happening the way you want yourself to be. Let's make it happen. In engineering, I'm telling you, you must engineer yourself the way you want, otherwise what's the point of living here?
Have you ever wondered why we fall in love? Why do some moments make us feel on top of the world, while others boil our blood? And in this crazy dance of life, where do we truly fit in? Today, let us embark on a journey to understand three profound aspects of human existence, and they are love, life, and anger. These three are intertwined in the dance of existence, and only by understanding them, you can move closer to your true nature, to your divine conscious nature. Love is the very essence of life. It is not just an emotion or a feeling. It is the very fabric of existence. When you look at a flower blooming in the garden, it is love expressing itself. When you hear the laughter of a child, it is love's melody. Love is not confined to romantic relationships. It is the undercurrent of all relationships. It is the undercurrent of all experiences. Consider the act of making tea. When you prepare tea with mindfulness, pouring water, watching the leaves unfurl, and savoring its aroma, you are in a state of love. You're not just making tea. You are celebrating a sacred act of communion with existence. Life is not just the number of years you live. Rather, it is the quality of moments you experience. Every moment is an opportunity to be alive. Every moment is an opportunity to be present. Life is not a destination. Yes, dear seekers, life is not a destination. It is a journey. It is a dance. It is a song. Imagine you are stuck in traffic. Instead of getting frustrated, if you tune into the present moment, you can hear the symphony of horns. You can see the dance of lights, and you can feel the rhythm of the city. This is life, not in the big events, but in these small, seemingly insignificant moments. Anger is often misunderstood. Remember, it is not your enemy. It is just a signal. It tells you that something is not in harmony. It tells you that there is a disturbance. But instead of understanding the message, people often become identified with anger, and it then leads to suffering. Suppose someone spills water on your favorite book. What would be your reaction? Your immediate reaction might be anger. But if you pause and look deeper, you will see that the anger is a protective mechanism. It is a way to defend something you value. So instead of lashing out, if you understand this, you can then communicate your feelings without becoming a slave to them. These three, love, life, and anger, are deeply interconnected. When you are in love, when you are truly in love, you are alive. And when you are alive, you understand anger not as a destructive force, but as a messenger. Think of a time when you were deeply engrossed in a hobby or in an activity you love. In those moments, you were fully alive, and even if there were disturbances or irritations, your response to them was different. You might have felt a momentary spark of anger, but it didn't consume you. Why? Because love and life were predominant. Dear seekers, always remember that life is a play of light and shadow. Love is the light and anger is the shadow. And what is life? Life is the canvas. Embrace all three with understanding and awareness. Dance with them, sing with them, and let them guide you to the innermost core of your being. Let them guide you to your divine, conscious, infinite nature.